Everybody, welcome to the stream. AU's here with me today for the first time in ages.
Yeah, it's been like half a year.
Not really, but it's been about 2 months.
Yeah, it's been like 3 months, but
3
still.
months, yeah. Still, it feels like a half year. We weren't playing this game for a while, so we're back in Ace Attorneys, and we have no clue what this woman's talking about. Who did her voice?
Okay.
You did her voice. You did her voice.
I did her voice, but
was-
I'm double checking now just to make sure there's
I think
audio.
it was. Oh, audio.
I'm not hearing anything, but that might be my computer. I'm gonna
There's
check if
there's
I
no
have
audio
anything.
currently. I'm just in and out. Can you hear the switch noise?
Oh, I heard a
Yeah,
bit.
that's the switch noise. Okay.
Okay, no, I just don't have audio from the computer for some reason.
Well, there's
can you
no
check
there's
if you're
there's no music coming through this screen yet.
No, I meant as in on Twitch. I
Oh.
was checking if we can hear each other. I can't. For some reason, I can't hear the internet from my computer. Can you check if the audio is going through on Twitch?
Usually it's fine. I can just immediately check. I should really have this up,
Just in
see.
cases, you can.
Just in
you
case.
can never.
Yes.
You can never be sure.
Yes, I could hear you there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we currently have nobody watching, but that's fine.
Well, you just started.
Yeah, we did just start. We could just talk for a little bit, but let's just continue the story so
Oh
we
shit!
figure out
Right, I
where we
need
are.
Twitch up. I forget how you stream. Hold on, I need chat.
I've also got, like, because we have 2 monitors now, I can actually have the frickin' stream up now.
There's chat.
There
I
we
did
go.
it.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Right.
Oh.
Right then. So, you were her, so you could read her
I was
line?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember how to do voice.
Her voice was like a Southern Belle voice.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
You got it perfect!
Did I? I don't remember.
Really? Now? I've no clue what we're talking about. I blacked out for about... I don't know
guess
how
we're
long.
doing a testimony.
Oh god, Angie's deduction.
Angel's
deduction. Yeah.
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman.
I need to bring up your audio actually a slight bit because it seems the voice is very low, so I need to make your volume a bit higher. There we go.
That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office.
Okay.
That's wrong, because he was dead.
He was already dead before he even reached the office.
Yeah, that's the parking ticket. We show the parking ticket here.
Okay.
I guess. I hope. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
Okay, I'm just doing some things to just try and... Okay. There we go.
Nothing else could drive that healing machine to plunge the knife in again and again. That's also wrong because he was stabbed once, wasn't he?
Yeah. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like a premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
That's true, yeah, that's a fair point.
She has quite a bit of deduction there. Sadly,
I mean, even if she did ask him to come over, that doesn't mean she wanted to kill him. That's the point she's making.
She might have wanted to berate him or hit him, but not kill him.
Or like just be like, hey, how did the meeting go, you know?
How did your meeting go? And then
Or
immediately
do we
kills
have
him.
like the report from the last, literally anything other than I want you to die.
Hello, welcome. It's the phone. It's me on the phone. I'm going to kill you now. Like, I just want to invite you over to murder you.
Just for a second.
Just a second. In any case, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, can we look at our evidence and see what we have?
God help, we need to look at the fucking evidence. Let's look at it. Christ.
We don't know.
Oh my
okay,
god. This
we
stuff.
have 2 pages. Yeah, that's why I wanted to look. I want to look at the parking ticket first.
Okay, that doesn't move. That doesn't move. I thought that moved before.
It does when they talk about it.
We need to look. We can look at these things.
Yeah, but we did so already, didn't we? And it called for Emma's phone.
Oh.
This is Goodman's phone, and it called to Emma, I think.
Okay. There's no need to push this again. Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You look like you're doing your finals. Never mind. It's nothing. I haven't studied and it's been 2 months. Oh no. Sounds like we're doing our finals. Oh no.
What does the parking ticket say?
Okay, the parking ticket.
Blue one.
Miles Edgeworth, 1712.
1712. And the death autopsy.
Oh, I love the fact that it's just a black slate at the back of it.
Yeah, have you never seen a parking ticket? It's clearly just a black slate in the back. The autopsy.
Well, thankfully I've never had well, I've definitely had parking slips before, though. I love the fact that she's wearing the coat covered in blood. Is
that Goodman's or is that just hers?
It must have been her. I think it's Goodman's.
I think it's just hers.
Imagine if it was just Goodman's.
That'd be very odd. I want the autopsy, please.
The autopsy is name of deceased, death time the 21st of celebrity, February, cause of death blood loss, chest wound.
What was it? The parking was 1712?
1712. That's 520.
Okay, that's annoying. Okay, and then was it one stab wound?
A single stab wound found.
A single stab wound. Yeah, so we can at least present this when she said she stabbed him over and over again.
Yeah. Murder weapon usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of blood on the victim. Of victim's prints. Nothing there. Landscape. Called the victim to the prosecutor's office. Chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Well.
To punch him again and again.
Oh
no! Unless you're doing it again.
Miss Stark has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looks. When we met her.
Dude, you're so judgmental, Phoenix. Like, can you stop?
Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. That's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? Literally! She just said it was a short wick.
Phoenix.
Phoenix!
Sweetie, I know it's been like 2 months.
I think his brain is just mush. He's been asleep for 2 months. He's just been standing here. Everyone else has been awake, but they haven't been doing anything for 2 months.
Phoenix doesn't understand what the difference between wax and a wick is.
Yeah. I think his just brain has turned to molten wax.
I think it already was. We're just remembering.
I mean, add more wax and a really short wick will burn longer.
No, Phoenix.
Obviously, more scientific testing is required, and maybe a brain.
He's just dumb.
Or maybe a lobotomy might be needed in Phoenix's case. Okay.
It's like the 4th one.
Yeah, I just need to, like... I'm so used to having dots at the bottom in the newer games.
It's this one. Don't skip it.
Okay.
And save. And just in case save.
Save. We were going to, like, take the falls of the things that we accidentally, like accidentally messed up. Yeah, but if we do accidentally do something wrong, you say, yeah, it's correct. But if we do get a penalty, we will be taking it. But if it's like a joke penalty, we will be reverting it.
It's more so just so in case we fuck up later, we don't have to backtrack like
50 about 50 like especially in the newer games. I will be saving so often in those because they have such long periods between like times you should be saving. You say she stabbed him again and again.
But you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my most surprise.
I forgot she used to do this.
She's a lunch lady, yes. Oh shit, Edward, you're here, right?
It was like this.
I know, I'm afraid the moss is going under our feet as we wait in the star.
Oh?
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look.
What do you mean you shouldn't have to explain this? This is your fucking job, Edgeworth.
The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
God damn it. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
Fuck you, Phoenix.
What the heck? What a hunk. He's my hero, really? What about my objection? No one noticed.
No one cares, Phoenix.
Well, witness! Who gives a shit about Phoenix? Edgeworth's the new hero!
Remember, we used to be making fun of Edgeworth as fucking the judge. Oh dear, the judge used to make fun of Edgeworth at one point.
Oh,
now
okay, yeah. I thought I heard you say something completely different. You got the crime scene set, right?
Ooh.
That's a nice...
That's a nice, like, it's actually just blood with the fork in it. So it's actually a very smart idea.
Ketchup or jam, and I don't know which one's worse.
Jam on rice does not sound nice.
Neither does ketchup.
It must be a sauce, but I can't think of a sauce that's red. That's not ketchup.
Tomato sauce?
Not
but
ketchup.
That's weird. That's just ketchup.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be ketchup. There is a type of sauce that's red, but I can't.
Maybe it's actually just blood.
It's a red wine. It's a red wine based one. I know that much.
It's like, yeah, it's usually on like steaks, isn't
it? Yeah. It's not gravy. It's like cranberry sauce. Cranberry.
Ah,
there we go.
That would be nice with rice.
That would be. There we go.
Anyway.
Oh, thanks! I'm gonna be fat by the end of this case.
I always believe that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. It is ketchup.
It's ketchup.
Wait.
How dare you give me this?
But now I realize that such a mistake is possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? What the fuck is she saying? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood on her breast.
On her breast?
Her chest?
She said breast. Well, breast and chest are the same general reason.
Splattered blood from her victim. What does... That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Like, the way that this image shows, like, he's supposed to be in the trunk trying to get out by the looks of it.
Yeah, like he just popped out like a jack-in-the-box.
And she's like, oh my god, it's a fucking jack-in-the-box killer! This is such a stupid image, actually.
I think this image is just, like, or imagining what she's describing.
I know. But when you think about it, it's such a stupid image.
Oh, it's ridiculous to have him sitting in a booth, then have him closed in it because there's no blood on the outside of the car. It's fucking stupid. Nothing she's saying makes any sense.
I just love the look she's like.
Yeah!
Oh, she stabbed him at least twice. At least twice. We literally showed you something that
she says that she thought the reason why she must have stabbed him twice is because the spray from the blood looked like 2 stabs. That's her defending herself.
Oh, God. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify! Testify!
A red muffin looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
The red muffler?
Her scar?
Did she have a
Was she,
scarf?
she has one now. I don't think she had one then. Because she took a picture. Wait, that's the second page.
She doesn't have one.
You're rich.
It
She has one
glitched a
now.
small bit there, but yeah. There we go.
We don't even look through all this stuff.
We didn't need to. Oh, wait. I object to you.
Oh?
Oh, no.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh shit, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth
Bruh.
is pushing so hard. Oh, yeah, I remember Edgeworth's, like, pushing. So I think he's trying to be a defense attorney at this point.
Edgeworth's now actually trying to do his proper job.
Yeah.
What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or a muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph that I stole from Phoenix. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless.
Wow! She just lost her job
yeah.
last year. That's so mean.
Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
This is so mean.
Harsh
Yeah,
words,
indeed.
but good. I do love a good thrashing of a bitch of a witness. Wow. It's quite mean, but I don't give a shit. She's a bit of a bitch for giving me that ketchup-covered rice.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What about my objection? Is it chopped liver?
It was there. Scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really. Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What?
Oh, we finally got rid of her.
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony.
Apparently not.
No, not yet.
You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, Reese.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake that the most important part of her out of her testimony.
The motive.
The most important part? That was a thought, though. How
no,
did
that's
she?
not. Phoenix, you got the wrong point.
But no, like Phoenix himself was doing a thought bubble there, but she responded the most important part. So
I
that's
think
that's a
a
mistake.
typo.
That's a
Yeah.
mistake there. The part where your sister stabbed the victim. Next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
I think what we're trying to disprove here is not that whether or not she stabbed the body, but whether or not the body was dead when she arrived there.
Yeah, and when, like, we're trying to disprove this witness completely, like, get rid of her completely as well.
We
Apprehending
don't
the
really
subject.
care whether or not she was there stabbing a body. We just care whether or not
This witness is even worth our time.
worth of time and whether or not she actually caused its death. Oh shit. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
That's illegal because you're no longer a police
But
officer.
she was behind
Wait.
the bars, wasn't she?
That's a citizen's arrest there. Sorry, that isn't illegal.
No, but like, okay, so Lana stabbed the guy in Edgewood's car. Edgewood's car is on the other side of where she parked. There was like a barrier blocking the two parking spots.
Yeah.
Meaning that if she wanted to arrest her, she should have run through the whole entire building, come out the other side,
Yeah.
to cut her off and arrest her.
So this is So that's because we have that's why we have the map.
That's why we have the layout of the parking lot.
There we go. We can immediately
her van
disprove
was
her.
on the other side of the barrier.
She's over. Yeah, we can see
Indeed.
her is the
Big one.
biggest vehicle.
Yeah.
So she'd have to go all the way around because there's a door there.
She should
Then
have gone through the back door there and then gone all the way around, across through the, the lunchroom that's up in the, like, spotlight area?
yeah, and went down to the
down.
telephone area and then down here into area. So
Yeah.
she'd be behind the frickin' partition.
It would have taken her, like, she would have had to run for, like, 10 minutes to get
Yeah.
there.
It would take too long. So we've already got her. Quickly caught her and explained, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star resistance a few times.
Okay.
We just presented
You
the
are
map.
quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
You wonder why she lost her job.
Well, no, they all lost their jobs because of the incident, like, 2
Yeah,
years
they
ago.
did, yeah, over that, and she's just literally lost her job as well. Like, she's never been put back on the force, which is
I think
quite
she's
interesting.
refused to go back because she had a fallout with the prosecutor's
Oh
department.
yeah, that was the other thing.
Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
not that she doesn't want to go. It's like not she
She-
can't
oh,
get
yeah.
her job back. She doesn't want it back.
Doesn't want it back. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all cobras cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks. Note to self: Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Make this one to Mr. Right. He will die from poison.
Emma's quite an interesting person.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Rawr. Rawr.
Rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Rawr.
Rawr. Okay, so we just present the floor map and like the first thing she
Yeah,
said,
after the
right?
mother, yeah. No, it's the second one. Quickly caught her, expend her rates on the spot. There we go.
It's either this one or the one, the first one. We'll see.
That's
Or we
right.
press
Oh,
it.
it's wrong.
Maybe
It's
we
wrong.
should-
It's wrong. I
we
accidentally
should've
did that.
pressed it. I feel like we should have pressed the first or second one first.
Yeah.
And let's just save just in case he's...
I don't think I won any points with the judge. Oh no. Okay.
So press the first and second... Okay,
I will try with the second one. You
Oh,
say.
there we go.
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her.
Press.
Press. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. Well, I'll take the penalty because, like, that was my own problem. The Lunchland car was. Oh,
Oh.
it wasn't the. Okay.
She was a visitor, thus she parked in block B. B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here. And that would make it about 30 feet from the car. Yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right. I just looked at the floor map and realized what I fucked up with.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
Amazing!
course.
The coffee queen, lunch lady, athlete. Indeed. It must have been a very
Am I
tight
stupid,
squeeze.
or didn't the fence go all the way up to
Yes,
the
it
ceiling?
went all the way up to the ceiling. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, and the fence was about 9 feet too. Oh,
Yeah,
it didn't.
it's like
It didn't reach the roof. It's quite a
no,
tall
but like
one
it
though.
would take a lot of effort and
Yeah.
like skedaddling. Like there's no fucking way Lana couldn't have run away from her.
Yeah, and like
Also, let's be real now. We know this didn't happen.
yeah,
But for the
there's
sake of it, if Lana's there stabbing the guy, she is staring at Star.
like
Like
unless
they direct attacks.
yeah, like unless like Star like somehow has like excellent stealth skills and is able to dramatically jump over that van and jump over the fence. She's not going over that
30
fence.
feet is like less than 10 meters.
I think that's 3 meters. I think
No, it's more than that.
4 or 5. It's not 10. It's nowhere near 10.
9 meters.
9 meters. Okay. I thought it was 3. That's why we should have learned feet in school.
Yeah, that's why.
We don't
'Cause
know
we're
these
playing
things.
Phoenix Wright.
We should have really learned those things in school.
No,
Oh dear.
America's the only place that uses it. We don't need it.
We don't. We don't, but it's only for like
And
these
D&D,
small things.
but
And
other than
D&D,
that-
that's it. But we'll use
Yeah.
meters and centimeters for that. Oh
It
dear.
makes it confusing for like boxes, but I guess we could.
It'd just be easier for us to understand.
Yeah.
So how did Miss Sky not get away?
Yeah, and also, okay, wait, we don't have the picture, but theoretically speaking, she said that when she went to get her, Lana knocked over the oil barrel, but it would make more sense if she knocked over the oil barrel, she came out from the other direction, as opposed to, I guess, jumping her on Edward's car and then tackling her to the ground. Like, I don't know. This is such a weird scenario.
I will always say she hid in the barrel.
Unless there was messed up. Why is she so determined about this muffler? Can we press that?
Let's see, is there anything to do with the muffler?
Nothing. I don't know where she got this from.
Press. She mentions the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard was say the word muffler. The muffler over the car! Right? Was there something in the car muffler? Did we find something in the car muffler? Car trunk. Not the muffler though. Was the phone found in the muffler?
I don't think so. No, it was also found in the trunk. The ID card was next to it. It was on the ground.
The ID card was in the wallet that was next
Oh.
to the ATM.
Then what was it?
I think we'll probably finish this court day and we go to investigate the muffler next
Yeah.
day.
Just one word.
So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Did she call Emma about hiding something in the muffler?
That
Does
was
Emma
it.
have evidence?
Emma must have evidence on her phone. Her phone?
Or just on her.
She can't mean... Ask further.
Ask further.
By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
Ultimately? My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see. Are you have fucking amnesia?
No, the court doesn't see me, Stark. I'm a fish man anyway, so I've a memory of a goldfish.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right.
It was
Near the
out of
car,
service.
there was an emergency phone at the wall.
Apparently it was out of order.
And so she used the cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. And today.
Good witness. Witnessing witness.
Good witnessing?
Wait, how would she see that? The wall was blocking the phone.
Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? She wouldn't have seen it. That's for sure.
You
Yeah.
should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
There we
The
go.
word muffler was heard over phone made at Emma at 5:18.
Okay.
I saw it. Oh, how she tried to form on the wall, but had to use the cell phone. Said we use the floor map, right?
Yeah. It's quite simple.
Yes.
There we go. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. I disagree.
It's exceedingly marred.
Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Oh. Well, Miss Starr, this is the fatal contradiction with your testimony and how. With your testimony, how do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this spot. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the back side of the partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up all the lies.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's the counterattack. The counterattack begins. Can't afford to get this wrong. Witness lied about what she saw, what she, where she saw it, or the order of events.
I think she was in the security room with the marshal.
Where she saw it. So.
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna.
I do think she saw the thing, some of the things, and then she just embellished it because she fucking hates her. But I do think she saw the thing.
Okay, so where she saw it.
I hope so, yeah.
Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie? I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Different location? No, that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. At least let me tell the lie that I'm intending to tell to get this person thrown out.
Let me ask a question for our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
I think a security room.
Yeah, that's the only place she could have been. All the
And I think the photo might have been from a security camera or something.
All the testimony we've heard until now points to one direction. I love the fact that my Elgato is glitching.
A security room. And why she wasn't clear about the stabbing situation is because she was way too far away and
Yeah.
she had the partition partially
Yeah, so
blocking it.
she literally couldn't see anything. So we're gonna
No,
go.
I don't think the partition was all the way up. I think it was just like a halfway point.
We could look at it again. This is where, let's see. Do we actually have a...
I don't think we do. I think we just have a floor plan.
I think
But
it
if I
did...
recall, I don't think it went to the ceiling.
Well, it didn't go to the ceiling, but it definitely went higher than the car. You couldn't see past it.
Yeah.
You couldn't even
And I
see
think
her.
that's why she was confused, because she probably saw like the top of her head or something. And, like,
I don't
her
think
arm
she...
swing.
I don't think she would have seen her head or any of that. I
From
think
the
she was...
angle, I'd imagine, because the
it's...
security room
Here, I'll show you
is
the...
high.
See, this, like, the actual... I'd say it's a very tall wall. I think it's a tall wall. It's not...
It's a partition.
It's tall...
not a wall.
A partition anyway. Like, it's tall enough to conceal everything behind it.
But she wasn't at eye level, she was in the security room, so she would have been at a higher point. So, like, the angle, I think she would have seen, like, some of it, but she wouldn't have seen,
Well,
like, the body.
I'd
or
say we're going to
anything.
see it again in a second anyway.
Hopefully,
but,
yeah.
I don't think she would have been able to see anything anyway. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot, is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. See, yeah, it's a partition, so she would have been able to see it, but she wouldn't have been able to see the body. Or...
I forgot the security room was on the second part for a second there.
Yeah, it's higher.
I thought it was like where the ticket thing was. Oh
no,
god.
that's why I was saying the angle. Like, she would have been able to see
she would
like,
have been,
the top of her head and like an arm swing, but she wouldn't be able to see like the body or how many times she stabbed or anything.
It's built on the second floor. Okay.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in Block A. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said, you brought lunch to your boyfriend in the security room. Yes? Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gone the better of Angel Starr.
Order! Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. Guilty will be punished. And I'll do whatever I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as a bit odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
Because if she's seen frolicking around with people in the security department, that's like not a good look on anyone.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells us all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Huh?
It doesn't really.
Edgeworth? Sweetie, this isn't your strongest point.
This is like, it just shows that she picked up a coat, put it on, and then looked in the trunk.
Yeah, or just had a bloody coat. It might have been tomato sauce. Like, you don't know. Maybe she's a messy eater.
Maybe she accidentally dropped her hamburger on her, like, coat.
Yeah, like, it's not the most definitive evidence, really.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Like, all it knows that she was collaborating at most. It doesn't really prove that she murdered a man. The truth still stands.
It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If the witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else? You're the one who brought it up, you stupid idiot.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she was in Block B. It must make a vital difference, but what would change? Angle
view of the crime.
Distance of the crime, different lighting. Yeah, it's the angle.
It's the angle, because she couldn't have seen as much as she's claimed to have seen.
Why the angle at which she saw the crime occurred would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of more 3D view of the crime.
That's the wrong wording, but I get what he means.
Yeah.
And this is important. Why?
Is this wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Okay, then the distance, I guess. You wouldn't have been able to see it as clearly. Okay, whatever.
The moment he said 3D and yeah, that's wrong. He has no, it was literally, he was struggling there.
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
Then it's the distance, because you're gonna have immediately, quote-unquote, arrested or whatever.
Distance. It changes the distance between her and the crime scene.
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans is quite clear. The distance between the scene of crime and the guard station is 30 feet. Edgeworth, I don't see how that would change what you could see. But
what she saw is not in question here.
yeah.
It's the matter. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime.
Oh, I just realized also something. She keeps claiming she arrested Miss Starr. Is that correct? Like, did the police department tell us that she was arrested by Miss Starr?
She wasn't arrested by Miss Starr. I don't think so.
Does no one question that fact whatsoever?
She might have been arrested by Miss Starr, or might have been Marshall. Who knows?
Or maybe she caught her and then Marshall came down and did a proper arrest or something.
Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime scene from the security station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye?
Well, witness!
You...
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Squid wheels.
They're nice. I like them.
They look like spaghetti.
They're like calamari rings.
They look like spaghetti, except just circles. The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB and J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Okay.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Wait, so Marshall wasn't there and she was just let into the security room?
Oh, we've got a more detailed look of the place.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, and I couldn't open it. Oh. Wait. So
she ran.
Fuck off.
She ran all the way back.
And that's when she got the photo. And that's why I had to go through the visitors parking in Block B.
That's quite a
It's
detour.
significant detour.
It's quite a detour, yeah.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. You
5
should've- Wait,
minutes.
the one that she heard about the muffler, that was after I guess she quote-unquote killed Goodsworth or whatever,
Alright,
right?
no, when she arrested, I think.
No, because she said she heard her muttering about the muffler when she was on the phone to someone.
Oh yeah, she was trying to contact... It must have been she was trying to contact Emma.
I mean, yeah, we already know she did.
Yeah.
Because when we called the last number called from the phone,
5
it rang
minutes? How the fuck did you manage that?
Emma. And he was.
This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him.
I wish we could actually see the people in the defendant's chair.
Yeah, why don't they? I know it. I have photographic evidence.
And that
You
doesn't
do
change.
not.
That does not change in the next few games,
There's
except
no
for one.
barrel in this in photo. Well, I guess she said it got knocked over when she got arrested, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But
Okay.
one thing I'm going to say is that doesn't change in the next the games that we're going to take, except for one game where there is actually a defendant's chair.
Okay.
There is one game with a defendant's chair.
I swear on my finest plastic spork.
Finest
a very low
plastic
stakes.
spork. I do love my sporks.
The sporks are very good. They're very.
I find them unwieldy. I'd rather just have a fork and a spoon.
Yeah, I've never used a spork, but I like the idea of a spork.
I just find them unwieldy and just the idea is good, but it just doesn't seem like a good idea overall.
To be fair, I've only ever used I think I've ever only seen plastic sporks.
Oh, those
I
are
don't know how,
useless. Those are
Yeah.
useless. I tried to use a spork once. A metal one. Fucking useless. It literally bent while I was using it. I tried to, pick up something with it, and I was like, what's the point? What's the point? You're
Anyway,
literally...
sporks.
Yeah. Sporks!
Continue.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Okay.
It's,
Ooh, that looks delicious.
Would you like another caviar lunch? I would. That looks really good.
I wouldn't eat
I'm
the
not-
caviar. It looks
Yeah, I'm not
very
a fan
nice.
of caviar. I've eaten it. Well, I've eaten the fish eggs. I don't think I've ever eaten caviar. But
Caviar is very expensive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do you have any evidence to stop this?
Wait, can we look at our evidence just in case we are fucking up something? After the crime scene, something to do with muffler. There's no knife in her hand. I don't think that matters much. Anything with the death, the autopsy. Death due to blood loss. Wait! This is a weird point. He died from blood loss, meaning if she stabbed him then and there, he would have still been alive if she was immediately there. Correct?
Well, the thing is, the time, he died between that time. He might have already been dead.
No, because according to Star's testimony, he was stabbed then and there. He was still alive up until that point. And if he died from blood loss, technically speaking, he would have still been vaguely alive when Star showed up. Right? Or is that just a point we can't make because that's a bit too much into...
It's a bit too far in.
Okay.
Do you have anything... I don't think we have anything.
5 minutes.
Well, Edgeworth was already there.
And she
so-
never said a time.
The victim's memo. The victim's
When was-
memo.
Wait. No, when was the phone call made? What time was the phone call made?
5:18.
5:18. Okay, that checks out. No, it doesn't. Does it? Fuck. It kind of doesn't. Because if that's true, that means
I'm going to
Edward would have parked and then like a minute later stabbed the guy. Because he parked at 5:12. And if there was a 5-minute difference between her seeing the thing and her catching her, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I'm completely confused now.
Okay, so Stat says that it took her 5 minutes to run down to arrest her. Meaning, if the phone call that she heard the muffler for, like the word from, happened in front of her, it happened at 5:18. Meaning she saw the murder 5 minutes prior to that. 5 minutes prior to that would have been 5:13, and Edward parked there at 5:12. That means there was like a minute. Like Edward would have been there. Is what I'm saying. If anything that she's saying is true.
We'll just raise the objection. Wait, no, I think sit back and observe might be... No. Raise objection.
I don't know if we have enough evidence.
We don't have evidence for this.
Go on, Phoenix, yell. Yell into the void.
Okay. 5 minutes between the witness of the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time if you like al dente.
I've got a lunchbox that ties pasta into knots, Ricky.
5 minutes blank. It isn't that strange.
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Oh,
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey!
that's a good
Don't get me wrong.
point.
Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. Your Honor, are you okay? No, I didn't kill anyone. Don't bring it up.
Shit, Maya's not there to be his alibi either.
Shit. Where's Maya?
She gone.
No.
No
Oh,
alibi
no.
for you today.
But you have to insist instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Yarg!
Yar!
Yarg!
Well, then it seems that we've come to the end of this testimony.
Oh, thank fuck.
The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and a blank in her testimony. It's great because it's taken us 2 months to get to this point. Oh God, we've been here for ages. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Fuck, I keep going.
Oh no!
Oh, wait.
Oh?
Unfortunately, they appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that Mr. Wright. We screwed that and can shut. We screwed that can shut.
Yes.
Mr. Wright? That was too close.
I'm afraid the Cothrop Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Oh, thank God. Fuck me.
Oh?
God damn it. Edward. Oh no! Her? Mr. Edward, you ordered this with wheels, right?
That's the one you tried to foist onto me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. Oh. I have decisive evidence.
Anything
And that
you give
wasn't
us at this
presented
point.
to anyone because the...
Ah, this woman.
What was that?
This is another one of her trick lunchboxes.
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask you, Miss Star.
This is your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple decker! Out of defense to the witness demonstration, I'll allow one more testimony while I eat this lot of really nice, delicious items. Let's hear about this decisive evidence while I eat this stuff.
Me. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. I'm pretty sure we will be.
What she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time.
Some fucking dookie.
Yeah, something random. Decisive evidence.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
Yes, you should have.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? You stole his shoe? What are you doing?
This woman needs to be put in prison right the fuck now.
You stole a fucking shoe?
Like,
Okay.
some of the freaking witnesses we have in later games are not as bad as this woman, and they are pretty shit.
She
People.
used to be a detective, apparently. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Like, we literally defend a fucking animal, and they're not as bad as this. What the fuck? Like, Phoenix defends witches later. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on with this woman?
I got a victim's shoe.
I took the victim's shoe. Oh.
2 types of blood were found on this shoe.
Where did she get it tested?
Did she test it at the crime detective place and then steal it from there? One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched one of the defendant, Miss Sky. I'm sorry I read that.
It's fine. This woman is just... I'm getting a migraine from this woman. I think this is fine.
It's flawless, decisive evidence. Then why didn't you show it sooner? Maybe because you stole a fucking shoe?
What? There was blood found on the shoe?
That's not what you should be questioning, sir. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence and... Fucking stole a shoe. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. What, so she trusts rumors and gossip of,
And she stole a shoe to
stole a shoe.
make her point. Like, what the fuck? I think...
What? This is a crime? Let me commit another crime!
Let me commit all these crimes and then give them the evidence later, maybe, if they go my direction, please.
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
She's going to prison.
You tampered with evidence.
She's going to
disturbed
prison.
The crime scene.
She's going to prison.
Also, did no one like investigate his body and be like, "Where's his other shoe?" Like, did no one? Anyway.
Maybe she stole both shoes.
And you had blood tests.
Wait,
performed.
why didn't they question he didn't have any
what I'm
shoes
saying.
on? Like, why
either
the
had
fuck?
no shoes on, or he had one shoe missing. Either way, that's a very, questionable thing.
Lana Sky steals both man's shoes and they suddenly disappear off her person. She literally mugged him. This is literally what this whole situation is.
Also,
She
where did
mugged
she
a
get the
dead
blood
man.
test? Oh, okay, I was gonna ask, wouldn't Gumshoe tell Edward, but Gumshoe wasn't on this case, they kicked him off.
Oh yeah.
So
But
yeah,
no,
Edward...
it would like Gumshoe wouldn't even be allowed to do it because like he's completely.
No, but at least he would be aware of what evidence they had on hand.
No,
if they
he
had
would.
blood tests performed.
He's been kicked out of the whole. Like he's not even allowed to look at stuff like that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I was the first questioning, like, wouldn't Gumshoe know? But then I remembered that for this case, he was kicked off.
Yeah, and
the
like he's currently trying to fix this thing.
Yeah, he's kind of just janitor duty, I guess.
Poor Gumshoe. I'm really sad what happens to him.
Isn't his paycheck like $20 a week?
Oh, it's less than that.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
So they break the law for you every time you want something to be checked?
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
That sounds like they are allowed to select what's shown, like, completely. But it makes sense.
Yeah. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
It's illegal evidence. It's a shoe! It's illegal! An illegal shoe! Is that right, Mr. Wright?
That seems correct.
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensic department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. It's buffering for me, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Even as the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh no.
No, ugh.
Yuck.
No.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth's looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some more, some more about evidence law. Really? You could really study more, couldn't you, Phoenix? Yes, I could, but I don't want to.
I don't think you
The
went.
prosecution complaints notwithstanding. It appears the evidence is satisfied the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged.
There we go. We got a victim shoe.
White enameled shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky.
These would be so hard to keep clean.
She was just fucking carrying a stanky shoe in her lunchbox.
Yes, she was, and that's where all of our food's been this entire time, just rattling around with this thing inside
Well,
of it.
we haven't eaten any of it, so...
The judge has eaten a lot of it.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
And
Yeah,
we
I'd like
haven't
to know
told
where
him.
the fuck she got the shoe? Did she take it off his dead body? Like, where'd she get the shoe?
She didn't have it in the box. She just had it shoved down her, like, inside her shirt, and that's where she's had it this entire time.
I don't know,
dear.
that'd be pretty
She was
noticeable.
no, she was wearing the shoe. She's been wearing the shoes. She actually has the pair on.
No, but she has heels on.
Maybe she took them off when she got into court, and she's been wearing them this entire time, and then took them off just to give it to them. Give it to us.
Look, man, I just want to know where she pillaged this fucking shoe from.
They're the magic shoes! Jesus.
If you click them 3 times, you get transported to a magical world.
Called Narnia. Not the wrong world.
Yeah, it's the wrong one.
Narnia, except it's supposed to be Wonderland. No, not Wonderland. It's Oz. It's Oz.
There you go.
My God. But no, the magical shoes send you back home.
I just know there's a song called Follow the Electric Road and they wear red shoes while dancing on it. Okay, that's all I know.
The ruby slippers that you click 3 times to go home. Like, oh God. Okay.
But she got them off the Dead Witch and clicked them and went into
yeah,
a
that's
giant
it.
storm into the world of the wizard. I think
No,
they're just
no.
magic shoes.
She got the magic shoes, like, after the storm had taken her to Oz. And her house
No,
fell on
they
the
were
witch. She never fell on the witch, and that's where she got the shoes. It's literally...
Shoes.
So she accidentally murdered a witch, stole her shoes, and wore them the entire way. Like, she literally...
I mean, that's basic. For all we know, that's what started. She murdered Goodman, stole his shoes, and then just was walking in them for 3 days. Like,
yeah. It's literally, this whole situation is literally the Wizard of Oz, by the sounds of it.
Who's the man behind the curtain? Soon we'll find out, hopefully.
It's the Wizard of Oz!
Wow!
Oh my God! I think that's literally how the Wizard of Oz ends. He's behind a curtain, and he just has special effects, and that's
it. He has
it.
a fucking green screen. He makes people think he's magic by using a green screen. Anyway, this is why we never finish a case.
Because we get such stupid shit fired at us. Oh, my jaws are so sore now.
Press the button.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
2 types of blood were found on the
2 types
shoe.
of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other one was of the lady.
I want to examine this shoe.
Oh, someone's.
There's blood here too.
Yeah.
It's on the sole of the shoes. It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in the puddle of his own blood. All this blood is horrible. The blood might be an important clue.
It is.
Yeah, I knew. Like, we need to examine these things. Oh, I love the fact that it's just a black.
Oh, the black void.
It goes on forever.
No, never end. Whose shoe is this? This looks like a woman's shoe.
It's Goodman's. This is Goodman's.
Oh.
Remember, Goodman is the guy who wears a lot of white.
I know. It just looked like a female loafer as opposed to a male's loafer.
Well, male loafers do look like this. It's just you would like men kind of fill out the most of it more.
Usually the top is wider and the bottom or the top of the shoe doesn't have as much exposed.
I do have loafers myself for suits, and they do look like this. They're just literally basically.
I have a loafer too, and it looks exactly like this, but black and form because I wear
black because it's just like black because it's actually more worth having shoes that are black when you're having a suit. White is just...
White, you're making a statement.
White is making a statement and being very reckless. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis.
How did she get her own blood on the shoe?
Wait.
Kind of weird.
Was she
her hand wasn't-
shot?
Was she shot? I don't think so, though. It's a good... No, I don't think so.
Like,
think
she might have been. Like, that's...
I think at most she got caught.
Is this literally a Von Karma situation where she's been shot in the arm and
no.
went for surgery?
No, I think she got an injury on her hand, and she might have had one on her neck, because she's wearing the muffler now as well.
Okay.
What's the other one?
Okay, blood type match to the defendant, Lana Sky. His shoes proves its flawless decisive evidence.
Okay, that's the last one then. So what's the first thing? Or the first parts are just her being... Oh yeah, I've been wondering it. Where did she find the fucking shoe? Is there a point where she's like, I found the shoe? Can we press that? Can we press...
Should have mentioned 5 minutes. No, there's...
No, press that one where she like, did I mention the shoe? Press that. Cause like, where'd she get this fucking shoe?
Yeah, where did you get it? You found this shoe at the scene of the crime.
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful. I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like
an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
like an ill-trained pooch. Also, hey Bubblegum, long time no see.
Here?
Bubblegum girl. She's in chat.
I don't see it in chat.
Yeah, because I have mods. I can see mods.
Oh.
I can see that you're currently watching as well. So yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I haven't seen Bubblegum in a while.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. Okay, that's not the worst excuse.
Yeah.
This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. But then why didn't you present it at the start of your testimony? See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
It carries her bras.
And their sporks.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox, and your lunchbox bag. Really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Well, tell us what you did next.
No, we need to know why, like where she found it. Okay, 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
I don't think there's anything here we can actually do. It's one of those situations where we just need to let her off.
The type of blood matched the defendant on Sky. The shoe clues. Can we press that? I guess the last bit.
I'd say just let it go.
Well, you can't though.
That's pretty sly, hiding evidence like that.
I think we have to press everything, and then after we've pressed everything,
there's nothing sly about it. There's nothing sly about it. Lawyer using the law as a weapon. In any case, science is always on our side. Don't forget, scientific investigation is the way of the future. Maybe I should investigate this.
Okay, thanks, game. Look at the
evidence
shoe. Okay,
a little
we'll
bit
look
more.
at the shoe. Let's look at the fucking shoe.
Does
then.
she mention that? Does she talk about below the shoe?
Game literally telling us to look at the shoe for evidence.
But we've already looked at the fucking shoe.
No, there's more on the shoe. Is it to do with it? Because I was thinking that would they have like left footprints of blood? Is that like a thing? Can we get up more? Wait, we can zoom in. Can we zoom in on the blood on the sole? Zoom in.
Zoom.
Zoom.
I think we've actually got
Is it
everything.
it?
Yeah, I think
So
that's
is
it.
I presume then it's something to do with standing in blood, right?
Yeah, I'd say it is, but the fuck?
Because this looks like just you would dip a shoe in blood. It doesn't look like he was stood in it. So I'm guessing, like, realistically, if he died in the booth and she just opened the booth and found the dead body,
Yeah.
that the shoe just got the blood from his body in the booth. I'm guessing.
Wait,
and
was
bring
the...
it up.
Did the boot have blood in it? No, the boot didn't have blood in it. Remember? It was literally a bloodless crime scene. There was no blood.
Then he died
He
where
died-
he got stabbed,
yeah.
and then he got moved to the booth.
And that's where the frickin' blood came from. On the sole of the shoe. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. I bet we present it now.
Or we could press to see what she says about the 2 blood things. Just in case.
Yeah. I'll save...
We haven't saved in a bit.
Yeah.
Press first, see if she says anything interesting, and then just present the shoe.
So you brought it to forensics, the forensics department.
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
I think this is literally what we wanted to do. And the blood belongs to the victim, Detective Goodman.
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And then the next one is back to the testimony.
Oh, that's literally, I think she added 2 types
she
of
didn't
blood.
add anything.
We do need to present the,
The shoe.
yeah.
I think we...
Okay, I was wrong.
No, I think we should press the second Lana Stark thing.
Okay.
And if it's not that, then we just have to press everything she says until the game goes like, hey, you can't do anything here.
5 minutes at the crime scene. Okay then, press...
Press that.
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank scene. Nothing. Means nothing. The man should just tell the truth. Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimony, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This when the subject is admitting she did it.
But false testimony is most despicable despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with.
We already pressed
2 types of blood.
we haven't pressed this one.
You can't say for sure the blood belongs to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie.
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes from 4 types, in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't just tell from the blood, from blood tests, whenever a murder was committed in cold blood. You can.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can determine between millions of types of all blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific.
If I had any more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they say there's very little doubt that it could be anyone's but Miss Honest Guys. Do we get a thing from her? Do we get like a...
I hope.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
And the last one is this. So that we press this
And then it's going to say no.
probably...
I can't let her let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Ew. That does not look appetizing.
I don't think those are fish guts. I think it's just like salmon cut up.
I know, but it still does not look appetizing at all.
It doesn't.
It looks like somebody just put worms into a box.
Looks like intestines.
Now, intestines... to be honest, I'd say it looks more like worms more than intestine. At least intestines could look better. You could at least make intestines look a little bit better by turning it into something else. Yeah. Because it's one of the types of meats that you can change through mincers.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. Choose enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? Problem?
Not really.
This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is.
Wait, there is! The footprint! Sorry. I just don't got there. I was just like, fuck, get this over it.
Wait, oh, come on, let this finish. And then I was like, yeah, there is something wrong with the shoe. Well, I was thinking, that's why there's two of us. Like, you try and push me towards something, and I also try to push us in the right direction as well. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one crucial problem with this evidence: a clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Honey, you're wrong. Because I examined the fucking shoe. Like, how didn't they actually realize there was blood on the sole? They'd have to move it around. That's my thing. I'm flabbergasted that they didn't actually see the blood on the bottom of the shoe.
I don't think it's that they didn't see it. I think they didn't consider it to be like an issue. They probably didn't think about it. They just probably thought, oh, there's blood all over the shoe.
But I just want to ask, if you were handling evidence and you were looking at it and then you flipped it over by accident, would you, like, if you were examining it properly, my suspicion would peak when you don't see the blood go onto the, like, side of the shoe, like the brim.
I think that's just a game thing. I think that's just a game design.
But even with the game design, like, later when these become very normal, that'll be one of the big things. Like, they will show the thing in detail, and they will show every little thing. Even if there's, like, blood splash, it'll show.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm pretty sure with the way when you open up the menu, when you first look at the shoe, I think the reason it was just put on the sole and not on the sides is just so you don't see it unless you examine it. Because the bottom of the sole indicates that there was a pool of blood that the victim was kind of loitering around in.
Okay. Now,
let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence.
It's the bottom of the shoe. Can we select it?
I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoes.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe?
How do we prove that he was in the fucking boot? According to...
Huh?
Like, we're trying to prove that he was in the boot now.
Not yet, but I'd imagine it'd be the parking ticket. Oh, howdy! Is this Murder, She Wrote? Close to it.
Oh, welcome in, Retro. It's very much like that, but it's basically we're an attorney trying to get our... We're about to die if we don't get this right. Yeah.
Bankruptcy.
Well, no, we're going to lose our case. But welcome in, Retro. How are you doing today? It's very much like that, but a little bit different. I think it's the You think it's the parking stop as well?
I'd imagine.
Okay. Oh, it is, right. Okay. I stinks then.
I'm guessing your shoe has blood on it too. You just shot yourself in the foot.
Oh no.
Did you save? Would you like a grinder or grind from the heel of my Mr. Wright?
I don't know when we just saved.
Okay, to be clear, I didn't think this was a proof of evidence. I thought you just looked at the evidence being like, what might we have to prove in the future? I didn't realize we were
we were trying to.
Okay,
That's enough!
Pay attention.
This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial.
When did you last save?
I don't know.
I think
The
it was
defense-
when you're still pressing.
We'll find out in a second.
The defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately and be held for pending trial at a higher court within a few months from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Okay, so just reload the save file. Okay, yeah.
There we go. Welcome in, Retro.
One?
Oh, it was literally while we were pressing.
We have to press like all of this, I think.
Okay, press this. Wait, it was only the last one. It was only the last one we needed to do.
Was it? I guess just press the last one. Okay,
No, wait.
So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. There is a problem.
There is a problem. Okay, now let's read through what they're saying because I wasn't paying attention really.
Okay.
Shows the
Show the
problem of
evidence.
the evidence. Sole of the shoe.
Sole of the shoe.
Okay.
Now we just need to skip to where we were. Now, this is where we were. I couldn't save that time. It doesn't matter. We need to figure out what causes this. What contradicts? Hello? Okay. What do we need to look for? Okay. I think it's the autopsy report. No, it's not the autopsy report. Okay, we're gonna save. Okay. Man. Tough crowd. There we go. Just those 5 minutes. Look at the
Hello?
currency. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you. Oh
Hello?
no. She can't hear
You
me.
can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You need to be quick. Oh, she's left the call. Okay, let's leave her a second and give her a second. Okay. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. Match the defendant Lana Sky. Blah de blah de blah de blah.
No.
Hello, I can hear you. You okay? Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What did you do when I was gone?
I just checked, I just tried
Because I was
one of
yelling
the
at
things.
you when you clicked the autopsy to look at the photo.
The photo. Okay, I couldn't hear
The
you for a
photo.
while there.
Because there's no pool of blood on the bottom
Okay.
of the trunk. There's no blood there.
Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence.
What?
The shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Now we're doing Cinderella. God damn it. We've done The Wizard of Oz. We've done Cinderella. What's next? Sleeping Beauty.
No, there's no shoes in that one.
Which one? What other one has shoes? I know Cinderella and fucking Wizard of Oz has those.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots. Next is Puss in Boots. There's gonna be a cat soon. Order! Order!
You're claiming there's a contradiction with the shoe.
It's the contradictive shoe. As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the crime scene.
Very well. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say about this shoe. What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Show us the problem with the evidence.
The bottom of the shoe.
The problem lies in the footprint.
The foot.
She's a detective and she can't even figure out what a fucking footprint is. Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't there any blood prints or bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such bloody footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Nah.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene of the crime. We checked the scene, found nothing of the sort. We found nothing of the sort.
Oh, I know what the bitch is gonna say.
Order! Order! Order!
He's gonna be like the barrel got knocked over and washed away the blood.
Very well, witness.
What? Huh?
Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true, the lack of footprints is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint? Oh.
She was killed in a different location.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Sorry,
Hey, I don't know why it's not there.
This is like the first thing we concluded when we
Yeah,
started
it was
this.
like it was a different location. We knew exactly what happened when it came to like he died in a boot according to this situation. Like
according to this situation, he jacked the box, bopped out of the boot, got stabbed, and then died in the booth with no blood traces.
yeah, basically
Really?
they're saying that Lana jumped him as he jumped out of the boot.
God, this is making me stressy. Well, she has lunch boxes if you need any.
She's been handing them out like candy for the past few minutes.
Well,
And the judge has been eating them by the gallon.
He died during the meeting they had at the detective's or whatever office. Got moved to the booth and then got picked up by Lana.
And then
That's
brought
our
to the prosecutor's office in Edgeworth's car.
Yeah.
Jesus. So it's basically, he's went from the detective point. We know he died at the detective. At this point, we
And
know that he's been
Or
stabbed
the
there.
police department.
He was stabbed at the police department and brought to the location in Edgeworth's boot. And that's where he died.
Yeah, and he was found or received by Lana.
Lana, for some reason, opened Edgeworth's boot and found the body.
I think she's...
Wait, no.
I think she's the fall man. I think... This is a case number. I believe this is the case that fucked over everyone.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think. It's like
So-
675 or whatever. Or S.
Yeah.
67S. Or
So
something.
basically, we know how the crime happened. We figured that out. It's just trying to get to that point, and I think we're finally getting to that point.
Translation. Getting Phoenix to understand that's what happened.
Yes. What?
That's what we're trying to do.
Oh, here comes Edgeworth.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave it credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is no vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What? What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Oh, fucking Edward's gonna say that shit.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman.
Rawr.
Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that?
I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though, apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
Was the oil drum next to the... Yeah, it was next to the tap,
It was.
wasn't it?
It was knocked over when we went to investigate the crime scene.
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? Oh, what does this mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason.
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
What?
so
Oh no.
So fucking dumb.
That ties things up quite nicely.
It really doesn't. If you've ever tried to wash blood away with water, it's not easy.
It's not
Throwing
easy.
some on a pool of fucking blood isn't gonna make it go away.
Unless your blood is like literal liquid and not a thick glutinous material,
Yeah,
it's
like
not gonna want.
Unless you're thinning blood and super
If-
anemic,
if
there's
you-
no fucking way.
If you're taking a lot of blood thinners, your blood won't be that like thin to wipe away that easily.
Fuck no.
It like still like. God.
And even then, there'll be traces of water, traces of blood still somewhere.
Yeah, and, like-
it doesn't just vanish; it just get washed under the car or something. There'd still be blood.
Well,
places.
it'd be still there. It'd just be like slightly smeared and in like
Anyway, we know this is
non-visible.
bullshit. Let's just
Yeah,
figure out how
yeah.
we're gonna prove this is bullshit.
This stain left on the victim's shoe ties her quite clearly to the murder.
My blood is mostly tea.
Of
course.
If that was the case for me, I would probably be dead. Allergies to tea. Ugh.
And I'd be a vampire.
Oh, well, I already am there, so... The sun already tries to kill me every day.
Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
What? That's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself while she stabbed him?
I
Wait,
think
what?
that's bullshit, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
So, when my sister's blood got in the shoe...
Well, I see no
that's-
reason.
Wait, that's really weird though. Because
Okay.
then, so if we're saying he died somewhere else and she wasn't there, she picked up the body here.
Hmm.
Does that mean she stabbed her hand to make it seem like she was stabbing him?
I think that's what's happening here.
Okay.
I think. This case
'Cause-
is causing a migraine currently for me. It's slight migraine coming on.
Oh, this judge.
The judge is... Oh, he is very
He's just very what's the polite term?
senile. Senile is the most polite thing for this old man.
Yeah.
And he only gets
yeah.
worse. he only
Easily
gets worse.
persuade.
Yeah, like he's an adorable old man later on. He doesn't get a good time later.
Struggles.
In the 3D games, he gets a very bad situation to begin with.
Cause yeah, it's either she. I do think she probably stabbed herself here to make it seem like she was stabbing him. Cause it's very obvious. What I believe is she's taking the fall on behalf of someone else higher up. Like she's framing herself on purpose for whatever reason.
We'll find out in a second anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Did anyone?
there's no longer any reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
Did anyone test the blood on the knife?
No, I don't think they did.
Really? No one tested the blood on the murder weapon? Alleged murder weapon?
The murder weapon, usually in Edward's toolbox, there's traces of the victim's... Oh, there's traces of the victim's blood.
Did they test it?
I don't think they did.
Okay, cool. I love this
But
police
what's-
department. They're very good.
It's the police department that constantly abuses poor old Detective Gumshoe. Oh, poor Dick. Poor Dick. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she's tried to conceal it.
Wait, this isn't blood, this is jam!
It's jam!
Oh, it's
But,
ketchup according to the lunch lady. Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. So fast?
Very well.
but Angel Star is on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
Oh, you don't fucking say.
The court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Object? Thank you?
Little girl, what did you just say?
Now, what did she just say? She said she's on the
What?
prosecution side. And what does she not like? Prosecutors.
Fuck! Oh, she accidentally fucking pissed off the Angel
Yeah,
Star.
there we go.
Okay.
Huh? Me?
Did you just say that Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid the evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are defending in second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called Evidence.
Ooh, that's actually a nice looking one.
Oh,
What do you
yeah, it
think-
looks like, what, soybean and, like, egg fried rice or something?
It looks like mince meat with a small, like, egg fried rice with mince meat. And I think that's like chopped
Or, like, radish.
up radish
Onion.
or peppers.
Red onion.
Red pepper. It looks nice though.
Well, wait! Witness, don't tell me. You have something else.
time for deliberations is past.
That looked like
Thought
a
it
Rice
looked
Krispie cake.
Cake.
That is actually good. Like, it looked like two different... The white chocolate version.
She's been saying lunches, but they're all just fucking desserts.
They're just desserts.
You know,
They're
like
just
those
like
cakes
kids'
that people
desserts.
bake to make it look like something else.
Mm.
It's all that. It's all just that.
She just puts a knife next to it and just slices it down. Oh,
Have you seen the
God.
one with the baby?
I've seen the one with the dog, the puppy, and the cat.
The baby one's gross.
The cat and the dog one is constantly used to scare the shit out of cats and dogs.
Yeah.
Poor animals, like.
Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court.
That's the judge's
Does he have the right
job.
to say- yeah, I
He
was about to
doesn't.
say.
That's the judge's job. Your
Just
threats.
like some scared cough up, Queen. Look at this.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my god, we
Wait.
finally found it.
Why didn't she... Why... What the fuck am I even...
She stole the shoe because it was on the floor.
Wow. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm flabbergasted. What the fuck is she doing? Okay, so she didn't show this photo first of all. That's great, wonderful.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's something in the muffler! I was right! There's something in the muffler!
There is something in the muffler. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's great. Secondly, okay, so there's a puddle. There's a shoe. Oh, it's like a sports car.
Oh my
Kind of
god.
deal. Yeah, how do they fit the body in?
It is
Whatever.
quite a small. I think it's a sport. It's a sports car.
It's like a sports model.
I don't know how Edgeworth's car could have even fitted that man in it. Like, he literally hangs out of it. But like
Kind of curious. The knife was left impaled in the body, but was it?
and also like he was supposed to be hanging out onto the floor.
Look, man, we already know everything she's saying is bullshit. All we know is this photo is...
This photo's actual thing. It's such. My God, this is such a.
So there's a puddle.
This is why it's a
the
bonus
shoe.
case. This case didn't exist in the original game of the series. Like, this was
Good
released.
thing it didn't. This makes
This-
me... My head hurt.
This is like a cobbled together one for the DS remake of the games. And
That knife is bothering me.
this was before they released Apollo Justice, which is the fourth game in the series. This was like an extra game just to introduce a character.
But you know what we can provide, though? Is we can kind of bullshit that because there's a pool of blood on the floor, but there's no pool of blood on the car. That's a contradiction. Maybe.
There's no,
I don't know.
no. I think the pool. It's the pool of water.
No, I know, but if if he bled enough to make a pool of blood on the floor, there'd at least be some blood on like the car.
Yeah, in the car. Yeah.
Let's go on with this fucking nonsense she just threw on us.
This case is giving me a migraine, so we're not going to go past. Once we finish day one, I am not going past any further. Fucking
Today?
hell, today.
I don't even know if we'll get there. I thought we were done on day one like half an hour ago.
Yeah, me too. I think day 3 is a lot faster when it comes to the investigation, so we can definitely do that
But you
quickly.
can go on.
It's supposed to be faster.
I don't
And
believe
it
you
doesn't
can
go up to...
on.
I don't think it goes up to 3 days. I think it ends on day 2.
You say that, but I feel
Photograph.
like go to like day 5 for all we know.
I just had it in case anyone had the gall to suggest.
I think
Just
there's...
in case. You just had that just in
There
case.
is...
Okay,
I
yeah.
think there's only one case that goes up to day 5.
We'll see.
I think.
What, the white shoe didn't belong? Oh, that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
The white shoe didn't belong to the victim?
What the fuck are you saying? Oh my god, this woman.
The white shoe did belong to the victim! She
She
literally...
has black shoes on. What the
Fuck's
fuck are you
sake,
saying?
is this woman?
Are you high? What's in your lunchbox?
Is there no room for error in this evidence?
Mr. Wright. Wait, look at the asphalt on the in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind, immediately after the murder of the scene of the crime was washed away with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew we couldn't win this case from the beginning. And
What the fuck?
it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway.
Are you serious right now? Oh, hello.
Welcome in, Sarah. Welcome in. I'm sorry, Mia.
Oh my god, Phoenix, not again.
Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. I was so ready for that, and I didn't even realize she was going to show up.
I can't believe that the only fucking way Phoenix is a competent lawyer is if the dead help him out from the grave beyond.
Mia, Deus Ex Machina. The
Oh
dead
gosh, there
prosecutor.
really was a puddle of water. Well, gee willikers, I can't do anything for you.
I love
Sorry,
the
Lana.
fact. I love the fact she said wet or not. It's like it's
She's
such
basically
a...
be like, Phoenix, you idiot.
Stop being so horny and get over this.
Sorry, winning or losing at the moment. Phoenix thinks we're losing. I'm pretty confident we have everything we need.
And we just had our dead like boss tell us that we need to stop being an idiot. It happens quite a bit for Phoenix. He's a bit
What
of
we're
an
trying
idiot.
to prove is that the lady who everyone keeps saying stabbed the man didn't actually stab the man. Is what we're trying
And
to prove.
we always need a kick up the butt from our dead boss.
Well, Phoenix does. Because every time
Oh,
Phoenix
yeah.
decides, hoity doity, I can't do this anymore, we yell at him
Can't
being
do
like,
this
hey,
anymore. Oh
Phoenix,
no.
you can. And then
Oh no.
his dead,
Oh,
what's it,
God.
dead
Dead boss.
dead boss, dead tutor, dead fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, she was
lady.
Mia Fey. She was the head of the office that we used to work at, and now
knew
we
her
own
for
it.
5 minutes, and then she got stabbed.
She got stabbed in the
Not
chest.
stabbed. She got hit over the head with a statue.
Oh yeah, she got hit over the head with a glass statue. No, a glass lampshade, wasn't it?
No, it was.
No, it was the
top,
thing. It was the
The
thinker.
thinker.
It was the thinker because we literally just proved a person killed a man, or killed a woman with the thinker just before, and then the
Anyway,
next day we have to do the same
prattling-
thing again.
Prattling done. Let's continue
Back to
with
the-
the case.
back
because
to the
Phoenix
case.
won't.
Yes, Phoenix will get it. Get yourself up off the asphalt and take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the very bitter end. Imagine being so bad at your job that your dead boss comes back to haunt you and to do better. And sometimes she possesses her sister's
And the-
body just to help us out.
The best part is, this is like the 5th time this has happened.
She just loves coming back.
She has nothing. She's just looking at Phoenix being like, I can't rest at peace until I see this fucker do anything competent by himself.
Just need him to get better at his job, then I can finally rest.
Only because, he's the only one her sister has.
Yeah,
After she becomes old enough to take care of herself, Mia's like, I'm done.
and I
going back.
don't even think that's the case. I think he actually continues to take care of her until she's in her late 30s.
Oh dear me.
Yeah.
Mia
This is the
really
last.
got on the short end of the stick.
It's a long. This series goes over a long period of time.
Anyway.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Yeah, it is.
Very well, this is time to declare the verdict good.
Exorcism on aisle 4.
Who objected?
I did.
Oh.
Professor Phoenix.
Oh shit, I wasn't expecting him to do anything, sorry.
When Mia interrupts, it's usually about now he starts to act right. Your Honor, wait!
What is it with you people? I can't hand down my verdicts in peace anymore. God damn it! Whatever happened? Whatever is it? Can it wait?
No, it can't. There, then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. The trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence its proper consideration.
So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I think... I'll think later. Yeah, there is a problem. Right or wrong. I've got to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim its fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show to the court the problem with this photograph.
Oh. Okay, whoops. Didn't think we'd have to do this. Okay, I don't know how...
We
I
don't
want
know
to
what
see
we're
the muffler,
looking for!
But I don't think that's it, though. Can we look at our evidence, please,
No,
sir?
we can't.
What do we... Oh. Muffler. That's the only thing I have in my mind.
The problem is this photograph
That's wrong.
is here.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
What's... oh wait, it's right, it's right.
It's right?
It's right. It's right.
What is it?
There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
We finally got here. It's
Oh
finally the end
God.
of day one.
And then they'll be like, oh my god, we can't continue until we examine the muffler. Let's end the court so we can go examine the muffler.
Oh, I have to say this. We actually love this game. It's
Oh, we do, yeah,
fucking hell. That's why we're doing the series. Like, oh my god.
It's just Phoenix makes us slightly upset sometimes.
Thankfully, Phoenix gets a little bit more competent in the next game. And then it's
We
just...
got 99 more days, but day one's done. Yep.
It took us 2 months. I think it actually took us 99 days to do this.
Yeah, honestly,
game.
probably.
We
Anyway.
spent so long between these. But next we need...
Gosh, for some reason I felt really overwhelmed there.
My god. My god.
Oh.
It's been so long, but we finally made it to the end of the day. Oh. Feels like forever. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor.
You just said muffler.
Oh.
However, I see no traces of a muffler or a scarf of any kind of photograph in this. I lost full control of my tongue there. Thank you very much for being kind to me.
Well, Your Honor, a muffler is also a part of an car or motorcycle. Your Honor, I didn't think I said that twice in a sentence. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. Pipe.
I just call it the exhaust. Oh, I see. And I see. What is the suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, then we have to prove to her it has something to do with the case, because look at the phone call.
Sorry,
We get to
mister. But it's going to be, it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why it's important to this case. You said as much in your testimony. But what? What?
Let's see what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us what you think of this piece of cloth in the muffler related to this case.
The phone
Let us
call.
leave. I beg of you.
Mister, recall your testimony to the of the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
She mentioned this about an hour or two ago.
2 decades ago.
Yeah, probably.
That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony.
This whole testimony has confused the shit out of us. Like, fuck's sake.
Muffler.
Yarg.
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 Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually in the exhaust pipe? This exhaust pipe. If so, then that means this piece of cloth is a vital piece of evidence.
Whoa. Whoa.
Is she dead? Did we kill her?
Well, it seems that we have to suspend proceedings, and she has collapsed onto the floor. Could somebody bring her over to the ambulance for a second? It seems to happen a lot here. Why do people keep on collapsing?
Suspended?
Oh my god, you got up at the floor. My god. I find myself wondering about this piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered, here we do disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me the cloth.
Wait, is Edward's car just still left there?
Yeah, he can't move it because.
Oh yeah, I
crime
forgot.
scene. It's taped up. He can't do anything. He's just been taking the bus.
Like, poor Edgeworth. He's got such bad luck. Like, last time he was accused of murder, now he's just fucking
Not just
with
that, he was accused of murdering
his
friend's
father
dad,
and his friend's
and then
dad.
had someone shot at him as he was accused of murdering then his dad.
Like, he had a
And then
terrible
had to
time.
face his own murderer in court. Like,
Oh, God.
body's still
Oh,
hanging out the back
gosh.
of it. No, they moved the body.
Oh, they moved the body. The body's gone.
The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed!
I suppose so.
Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least, for now.
This court is adjourned for a 30-minute recess.
Oh, fuck me. What?
It's lunchtime after all.
No way.
He's still hungry? He's been eating for
Wait,
the
so
past...
they literally only gave us a break to look at the car and then come back here.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter because we're done for today.
We just don't have the brain capacity to go any further.
Fuck this.
Oh my god, it's been 2 hours anyway. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize this
I will
case would be
say,
so
though,
bad.
I will say though, this might seem like super outlandish how many circles we're dancing around, but as someone who watched fully the Johnny Depp case, like every court's trial they had, this is exactly how it fucking is. It's maddening. You just keep running circles, someone says some nonsense. The only thing that's not legitimate about this scene is how often they actually penalize you for doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Because God in the Johnny Depp trial, they said some dumb shit and just went not penalized for so long.
Well, penalties in this game are technically just like, okay, it's your life, and if you fuck it up, you're
I
going
know,
to...
it's like a game mechanic.
Yeah, it's just treated as a game mechanic.
But,
so we're going to send a raid somewhere.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, I think
I
we're
was
both...
the first bit and the middle bit near the end. Could you go back and play again, please? You know, funny thing is, he has the VODs up on his YouTube channel.
On our YouTube
so
channel.
If you
want
need to be caught up, you can watch those.
Because we're never doing this case again. Fucking hell. Like, that section's enough to just put me off playing that case again.
I did miss this, though.
Yeah, we will be doing this.
You
do you
want
want to do...
live reactions. They are live reactions, they're VODs.
Oh, they are, yeah. They're VODs. They are live reactions. They
you
are...
won't be able to speak to us, but, you know, if I'm here either tomorrow or next week, you can, you know, give your input then. So...
We will be around next week. Do you want to do next week again?
I could do next week. I could even do tomorrow.
Oh
I'm
god.
still free until next Tuesday.
Okay, I might be available tomorrow to do it. We might have another day of Phoenix Wright again. I'm hoping to God it's not as bad as today.
Have a good day, yeah.
We're going to send
You
a
will.
raid. Thank you all for watching. You're all great. Thank you all for coming. This is actually probably the best turnout we've ever had for a Phoenix Wright one. Because usually when we were doing it back in the day, it was when I wasn't like doing well on streams. So
Oh yeah, because you were streaming every day of the week for like 4
and also
hours.
like the people that I was streaming to didn't exactly like they didn't really exactly enjoy Phoenix Wright at the time. RT Game is currently playing Phoenix Wright as well. Um, great timing. 2 Irish people playing the same game. Okay, the only person I have currently, actually I have 2 people currently. It's Federal Ghosts and Oddbox Geo. Oddbox Geo is currently playing Dead by Daylight. Or not Oddbox Geo, it's Cherry Cupcake. Oddbox Geo's on later on. You come for you, not... Oh, thank you so much, Retro. Oh, goodness. And we have Federal Ghost. He's currently playing, I think it's Jackbox. So, where do you want to go? Do you want to go Cherry, who's playing Dead by Daylight, or Fed, who's playing Jackbox? That's my question. Which way do you want to go? Left or right? Left is Cherry, and right is Fed. I should have said it the other way around. Okay, Jackbox then. We're going Jackbox. The first person to say anything on this channel, except for people who are very rude. And Retro, you are not very rude. I just need to go into their channel a second. Just so I can get their name down easily. Copy. And a paste. Paste. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow? I think?
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.